So few people already joined. Okay, I think we are live. So hello everyone, I'm Sanjay Gupta. I welcome you on Skill Horizon official YouTube channel, and I have Utkarsh with me. Hello Utkarsh, welcome back on the channel. Your voice is not coming. Just check. Make sure you are not on mute.
Yeah,
No, now it is coming. Okay, meanwhile Utkarsh is checking,
let
so
me
there
check.
might be some
Now it's
difficulties.
audible? Hello?
Yes, yes, now you are audible.
Hello?
Yes, now you are audible.
Yeah.
Okay, I think there was some technical issue. No worries. So we are having episode 4 for you, and it is for Salesforce mock interviews. So today's topic, or you can say, today we'll be discussing about data security, and that is very important if you appear for an interview. So if you are going for any developer interview, QA, BA, so data security is common for everyone. Okay, I think in today's mock interview session you will be learning a lot. So moving forward, first I wanted to give you an idea, like we will be doing around 50 mock interview sessions, and in every episode you will be having different topic and you will learn something new. It will happen every Tuesday 8 p.m. IST. Okay, moving forward. So Utkarsh, if you can share next slide. Yeah, so this I share in every slide, like we are official Salesforce Trailblazer Workforce Partner. So if you want to learn Salesforce online, offline, so you can visit our website and you can check out the courses. So we have three steps of learning. We have three-step learning approach, and we focus on concept learning, hands-on exercises, and project implementation. Okay, so if you want, you can reach out to our team. Okay, so moving forward, I think, yeah, one more slide. So if you want to follow us and you want to receive any updates, so you can scan Instagram QR code or Telegram, and you can follow us on LinkedIn. Okay, so all social media platforms are available. So now I think we can start with a mock interview. So as we are doing in every session, like we'll be asking you some questionnaire. So some objective questions will be there where we can involve you, and some subjective questions will be available where Utkarsh will be sharing his answer. So first scenario, first question already is available in front of you. So this scenario says a user can access a custom object. Okay, a user can access a custom object employee underscore underscore C, but cannot see the salary underscore underscore C field, even though it appears on the page layout. What is the most likely reason? Okay, so there are total four options available. You need to choose which is the correct answer. So it is due to field level security, or field is not added to the page layout, user does not have read access to the object, or the field is encrypted using classic encryption. So what do you think, which should be the correct answer? Okay, I think mostly are saying A. A is the answer. So yeah, Utkarsh, what do you think? Again, your voice is not coming. I think something wrong with the mic. If you can check once.
Hello?
Yeah, now you are audible. No, again, so something wrong. So no problem. I can take this question. So correct answer is A. You guys are right, and like this question is basically related to field level security. So if on particular object you are not able to see particular field, if it is already available on the page layout, so that is due to field level security. So I think we can move on to the next question. So Question number 2 is coming in front of you. So you can just go through with this question. It is again related to data security. So your OWD for the contact object is set to private. However, a user can still view contacts not owned by them. What could be the reason? Okay, so OWD for contact is private and still a user is able to see the records which are not owned by that user. What could be the reason? So the contact is a child in a master detail relationship. The user has modify all data permission. The user has view all permission on the contact object. All of the above.
Sir, my voice is audible now?
Yes, now it is audible.
Yeah.
So for this, most of you are saying D. Harshvardhan is saying C. What about other folks? Okay, I think we have enough answers. So now, Utkarsh, what you think, which is the correct answer for this?
Option number D, sir, because all the above option can bypass the OWD. That's why option D is the correct answer. All the above.
Okay, but here I think I have one doubt. So
Yeah.
standard objects are cannot become part of master detail. Like in case of master detail, standard objects won't be on detail side. So here it is mentioned contact is a child in master detail.
What would be
So that we need to check if it is true, like contact cannot become child in master detail relationship, then B and C will be the correct answer, not A.
But yeah, sir, since it's they have mentioned that like option number D, all of the above. So because the B and C is the correct answer, you can't just take the multiple because it's not mentioned that you can select the
Yeah,
multiple.
so
options.
yeah, this
That's
way,
correct.
like you can discuss. Sometimes it happens like as per choices, you think like it should be all of the above, but in interviews, if that kind of situation arise, like interviewer will be asking you some question and the interviewer is giving you some options, so you can just do a discussion on that.
Sure, sir.
Okay, moving on to the next. So how does Salesforce handle object level, field level, and record level security, and how they work together?
So Salesforce handle object level security by the profiles and the permission set. User get assigned to the particular profile, which gives them a baseline permission. And if you want to add on permission or grant more permission, you can use permission set. And for the field level security, while creating the new field, Salesforce provide FLDS field level security in which you can give the permission or the edit or the view permission of the field to the different users or profile or depending on profile, yeah. And for the record level security, Salesforce give four option: OWD, manual sharing rules, and the role hierarchy, by which the record can be added, created, delete, yeah, and modify. And how they work together is like, for example, a new user get log into the Salesforce. So if you want to access any particular object, okay, so for the Salesforce will check that the particular user has the permission to that object or not. Then if the user has the permission to that particular object, then it will then the user wants to access the particular field. So again, the Salesforce will check for the FLDS that the user has it or not. Then if the user want to check the particular record of that object, then again Salesforce will check the record level security like the OWD, sharing rules, manual sharing, and the role hierarchy. That's how they work together. in Salesforce.
Yeah, so your answer is perfectly fine. Just one suggestion, like you could have answered the last part in the beginning and then beginning part after that. Because if you start with like Salesforce follows layered sharing model. Okay,
Yeah.
so you explained that very well. Like first object level access will be checked, then field level, and then record level. But if you can explain that in the beginning, that will make more sense because then like you are trying to explain what these levels are, and then you are saying like through which medium we can set up object level security, field level security, and record level security. Okay, so I hope you guys also understood like how you can answer this particular question. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, and one more thing you can include, that is permission set group. Okay, so
Yeah.
profile, permission set, and permission set group. These things we use to control object level and field level security. And for record level, you already said OWD, roles,
Mm.
sharing rule, and manual sharing. So that is totally fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay, moving on. Okay, before we move, just go back. I have one more question. So
Yeah.
here I want to ask a question like this is for you guys also. Like how many ways are there we can share a record? How many ways are there we can share a record? Just type in the comment section.
Share the record as in?
So if you are having a record for which you don't have any access, so how
Mhm.
many ways are there we can enable record levels sharing?
Okay.
Yeah.
You are asking about the types of the sharing.
Yeah, like I'm logged in Salesforce. I can
Yeah.
access the records which I am able to like which for which I'm the owner. Now
Yeah.
the records which I'm not owning, how like through which medium they can be shared with me? What all features you can apply to share a record? Like sharing of the record, simple.
Yeah. So should I answer or we will wait for the chat?
Uh, yeah, you can try because I am waiting for the audience reply for that as well. So if you know, I think we can wait because it will take a lot of time to type and might be lots of people are typing. So initially you can say number like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever numbers, and then you can type in detail.
Sure.
So there are mixed answer like 4, 5, 4, 5. Yeah, Nripesh is saying OWD role sharing rule, manual sharing, epic sharing. So Nripesh, OWD through OWD we actually restrict. We cannot share. So OWD is to restrict. So that will not be included here. Through OWD we cannot share because by default most of the objects will be having OWD as public. So OWD we consider to restrict. So role hierarchy, sharing rule, epic sharing, manual sharing, territory sharing, team sharing. Yeah, these are correct. Okay. So one more you can add, that is flow. Through flow also you can do the sharing. Okay, if you're
Yeah.
writing epic sharing, so through flow also we can do sharing. And yeah, one more thing is like on profile, if you enable view all and modify all, so that is also an option that you can pick. Okay, so view all and modify all permission on the profile or permission set also allows record sharing. So these many ways are available. Okay, so I think we can proceed further. So question number 4, again a scenario, even though the role hierarchy is set up correctly. Okay, role hierarchy is set up correctly, a manager can't see a subordinate's opportunity. Why? So the grant access using hierarchies is disabled for opportunity. The user lacks read object level permission. Opportunity is in a private OWD and the record is owned by a queue. This is a tricky one. So you just need to select the correct answer for this question. So Madhuri, Ashok, Nirpesh, they are saying A. Mamta is saying B. Rajni, Bhaveshri B. Shivani, Kitika B. Yeah, so A and B. Okay. So what do you think, Utkarsh? What should be the correct answer?
A, sir. Because if it is the option is disabled, the role hierarchy will not work. Then the
Yeah.
manager won't be able to see the subordinate opportunity.
Yeah, that is fine. Now another question. Can we disable it for standard object?
Disable for the standard option.
Because for custom object we can disable it. But
Disability.
what if we are having standard object?
I mean, I've never tried it, but yeah, I guess since this question is disabled it, so we can disable it for
No,
the
for standard object you won't be able to disable.
okay.
Right? So in that case, if we won't be able to disable, so B can be the correct answer. Okay, A will be corrected if you could have a custom object. On custom object, this grant access using hierarchies checkbox we can uncheck. But in case of standard object, it will be checked by default. Okay. Yeah. So I think we can move on to the next question. So a developer wrote a class without sharing. It allows users to update any record. Why is this a security risk? You have 4 options, then choose the correct answer. So this question is related to Apex programming. I hope everybody knows about that. So in Apex class, if you use without sharing, like if you don't write any sharing, so by default a class is having without sharing. So it means that class can process the records uh, as not as per the system admin, sorry, not as per the logged in user, but all the like records will be processed. So
Yeah, it can bypass the record level security.
yeah. So what do you think? Which could be the answer for this?
Option A, sir, because it will override the record level sharing.
Yeah, A is the correct answer for this, I guess. Right? So it is recommended if you are working as a developer, so your classes should be using with sharing keyword. Okay, so this is a very good question. Generally, in interviewer may ask you like, we have three keywords like with sharing, without sharing, and inherited sharing. Okay, so this generally we learn in the development session. So when I take any online or offline like session for job readiness training program, so this is a key question where we discuss it at the time of Apex programming. So this is very good question that you need to know. Okay, moving on to the next question. What are the different types of sharing rule in Salesforce? Or I would say like if you are creating a sharing rule, so how many ways you can configure that, and when would you use the each one?
Yeah. So there are 3 ways we can do that. First one is owner-based sharing rules. Second one is criteria-based sharing rules, and the third one is guest-based sharing rules. So we'll go for the owner-based sharing rules. Record which are owned by the particular user can be shared to the others. Like for example, if we take take a company like the Skill Horizon. Skill Horizon may have multiple sales manager or like for the different regions. Like for the USA, there is one sales manager, and for the India, there is one sales manager. So let's say the sales manager of the India wants to check the or see the opportunities of the USA. Then the USA sales manager will give access to the sales manager of India for all the opportunities. So in that way, the sharing is done. And for the criteria-based sharing rules, records can be by in which we in this the criteria-based sharing rules we can determine with whom we can share the records based on the value of a particular field. Like for example, if we create in Salesforce, we can create an object like like for example, skill horizon. In that object, we can let's say we have a pick list name as interns, and if we have selected like Salesforce, so all the records of the Salesforce will be shared with the Salesforce manager of the skill horizon only.
Right.
The last one is the guest-based sharing rules. And it is a special type of a criteria-based sharing rule by which it is the only way by which we can grant access to the unauthorized user, like the guest user. For example, if I can create a sharing rule for all the guest user to view the product review records, so they can only review that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this was the correct answer, and I think you very well answered this. So, majorly we have two types of sharing inside the sharing rule. We can pick owner based and criteria based. So you already explained that. In owner based, we need to create a public group, or we need to use role and subordinate. In criteria based also, first we need to apply the criteria, and then we will be picking like with whom we want to share. Okay, so in sharing rule we cannot pick particular user. It might be like public group, roles and subordinate. That is the key thing that you need to remember. Okay, so can you tell me, like, if I want to share a record with particular user, so which will be the best option? Because here we need to create public group and roles. So I want to share records with one user only. I don't want to have any public group or roles. So which sharing mechanism you will be using?
Owner based.
No, in owner based also we need to use public group.
Yeah, but you can directly assign also.
Yeah, through which medium? Manual sharing, you mean to say?
Manual sharing. Yeah, you can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Through manual sharing we can share record with particular user. Yes. Yes. You guys are also right. Ashok, Mamta, Rajni, Goku, Bhavani, Kiran. Yeah, you guys are right. Like through manual sharing with particular user, we can share particular record. Okay, so moving on to the next question, question number 7. And in this question, we have a scenario. So you want to prevent users from exporting reports with sensitive fields. What's the best approach? So remove export report permission, disable report subscription, remove report folder access, enable two-factor authentication. Which option you will be choosing? Okay, so most of the people are saying A, remove export report permission. What do you think, Utkash?
Yeah, sir. A is the correct option because other option like the remove the folder report folder access won't be a best approach because it will take away the access of all the report folders. You won't be able to see any report.
Right.
Not only the sensitive. Yeah.
Okay, I think this is the correct answer. So A. Yeah, Firas, C could be the possibility, but A will be the appropriate answer.
Yeah. By using the C option, you will remove the access of all the reports. Like
Yeah, those are available in the folder. Yes, right.
So it won't be a best practice.
Okay, next is question number 8. So a user can see a record linked by a lookup field even though OWD is private. Why? So lookup fields don't enforce parent level restrictions. Manual sharing was done. The object is in master detail relationship and the field is encrypted. Guys, answer for this question number 8. So we are having mixed answer, A and C.
A and C.
Which is the correct one?
Option A is the correct one, but option B is also can be considered.
Yes. A and
But
B both can be
B.
considered, yeah.
But as per the question, because the
Lookup,
question has
yeah.
said,
Focusing on
so
lookup.
best option is A.
Yeah, question is focusing on lookup, so
Lookup,
keeping
yeah.
keeping that in mind, A will be the correct answer, because as per A, lookup fields don't enforce parent level restrictions. So
Yeah.
yeah, that is the correct answer.
If you get multiple options correct, then B option is the correct one. But C is incorrect in any case.
Yeah, C is not correct, D is not correct. So A and B could be the correct answer for this. Okay,
Yeah.
moving on to the next question. So how do role hierarchies differ from territory hierarchies in terms of data access?
Okay. So in role hierarchy, the record access, for example, like you can say, if I'm a sales manager,
Hmm.
I'm in the top of the hierarchy, and my below is the sales representative.
Hmm.
All the records which are being accessed or owned by the sales representative, I can get the access of the all the records of the sales representative. So this is what the role hierarchy is. It is a linear, and it is based upon the ownership. Whereas for the territory one, it is not based on the ownership, and it is not linear also. It is multi-dimensional since it is based upon the assignment.
Hmm.
Let's take an example for the territory one. So let's say I have a company. You can name anything, ABC company, and my business model is to sell hardware and the software. Okay, so I've created three types of territories. Like the first one is Indian territory, which can get the access of all the records
Hmm.
which are made in whose country is India.
Right.
Indian territory. And the second thing is second territory would be hardware territory, which will get the access of all the records which are related to the hardware.
Hmm.
And the third territory would be software, in which it can get the access of all the records which are related to the hardware. So I can let's say I have assigned Utkarsh for the Indian territory, Sanjay for the software, and let's say Alice for the hardware. So our account, which is whose country is India, and interested product is hardware. So Utkarsh and Alex can access that account since Utkarsh is assigned to the Indian territory and Alex is assigned for the hardware territory. That's why they can access the that account. And for the account as in whose country is USA,
Hmm.
and the account is interested for the hardware software part. So
Okay.
only Sanjay can access that account because Sanjay is assigned to the software territory.
Okay, so have you practically implemented this territory hierarchies?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Uh, I've not, but yeah,
Okay, you have. So role hierarchy, I think you implemented, right?
yeah, role here.
Okay. But it was nice explanation. You explained it very well. Okay,
Yeah,
moving on to the next question. So again, we have a scenario. A sharing rule uses a public group for access. Okay, in sharing rule, we are having a public group for access. So some users in the group still cannot see the records. Why? So user lacks read access to the object. The OWD is public read write. The group doesn't include their roles, and they lack access to the record type. What could be the reason? So we are waiting for your answer. So just read the question and then try to give the answer in the chat so that I can review. Utkarsh, do you know Rakshita?
yeah,
She's calling for you for PUBG. I think Aditya also, you know, right? Aditya Kumar.
yeah. These are my Bangalore friends.
I think next time you won't be sharing the link with them.
Yeah, you keep that in my mind.
Okay, most of the folks are saying A. So what do you
Yeah.
think?
A, sir. A is the correct option.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
sharing rule won't be any use if the user don't have the object level access. That's fine.
Okay, yeah, this is correct. What about this last one, record type?
Record types, this is another.
Yeah, A is
I won't be
straightforward.
able to.
A
Yeah,
is straightforward. Like if we don't have
yeah,
read access on the object, we won't be able to see the records. But what if we have object access, but we don't have record type access, and those particular type of records we are not able to see? This could be also the case in record type if we keep in mind.
yeah. We can try it out.
Yeah,
Right.
it can be if you don't have record type access, then also
But yeah, we can try it out.
yeah, you just need to implement this practically and then you can check it out.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so next question. So question says encrypted fields using shield platform encryption are not searchable. What might be the cause? So option A says deterministic encryption is not used. The user lacks view encrypted data. This is a permission. Classic encryption is being used. And fourth is the org is on a developer edition. So what could be the reason? Like your field is encrypted using shield platform encryption and are not searchable. So just try to answer this. Okay, B. Okay, I think audience is saying B. So what do you think, Utkarsh?
User lacks the data. But sir, or according to the audience, if the user lacks the view permission of the encrypted data, but it can be searchable, right?
Hmm. So
I
what
guess
what what is the
according
correct
to me,
answer?
the K option number A is the
Hmm.
correct, because if you don't use the this type of encryption, then it won't be allowed for the search. That's all.
Yeah, this is a tricky one, and I am assuming many folks from the audience might have not implemented it. So I would say you guys can take a screenshot of this and do some research, like what is Shield platform encryption, how we can encrypt the data, and then you can check it out. So when you configure or you read about this, you will be automatically able to know like whether the fields which are encrypted using this Shield platform encryption are searchable or not. Okay, I leave it on to you. So the idea behind this mock interview session is so that we can explore some scenarios, so that you can also do some R&D around those scenarios and you can improve your learning. Okay, moving on to the next question. So what is the with sharing and without sharing keyword in Apex, and how do they affect security?
So if we use with sharing keyword in Apex, it will impose the record level security
Hmm.
and class. Whereas if we use without sharing keyword in the class, it will enforce the object level security and the FLS, but it will bypass the record level security. That's a major difference.
Okay, so like in which scenario, can you tell me any scenario like in in which scenario we will be preferring with sharing and without sharing, and is there any scenario like where you will prefer without? Because I in my opinion, for most of the classes we need to use with sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, any scenario where you will be using without sharing, like you knowingly you want to expose the data with a logged in user so that through Apex it can be processed.
I guess for the standard, if I'm logged in as a standard user and I want to run or maybe do anything in the Apex, since I don't have the permission, so I
Hmm.
can use the without sharing. So it will bypass the record level. But yeah, it will respect the object level and the field level security. So I have to keep that in mind,
Hmm.
and I can work with the class.
Yeah. So any process or any logic that you want, any user can process that. So in that situation, we keep Apex class implementation without sharing.
Okay.
So this is very rare situation. Like exceptionally, we will be doing this, and in real time project, most of the classes will be decorating with this with sharing keyword.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I think this is related to development. So those who are knowing Apex, they will be able to understand. If you don't know about this, do some research. And there is one more. Can you tell me the third one?
Inherited.
Yeah, we have inherited sharing. So have you used that inherited sharing?
And mostly I'm working with the with sharing only.
Okay, and
Inherited,
do you know
we can
about,
use it.
yeah, do you know about inherited sharing?
Yeah, inherited sharing, but I can't find any use case for right now because I've never worked on it.
Okay.
But
So Ashok, by default, it is without sharing. If you
not
don't,
sharing.
yeah, if you don't write anything, so it will be without sharing. And Shruti, yeah, Utkarsh is coming. We only have 3 questions left, so he will be joining soon. PUBG. Okay.
Sure.
So next question. So what are Shield platform encryption limitations, and how does it differ from classic encryption? I think this question is very new for most of the audience. So do some research around that, and Utkarsh is going to answer. But I would say read about this encryption. So there are two Shield platform encryption and classic encryption, so that you understand. Yeah, Utkarsh, go ahead.
So I would explain in detail. The classic encryption uses the 128-bit encryption method with the rest. Classic encryption is the simple encryption in which it supports the standard field like the name, SSN, or the phone to encrypt, and it does not support the search or the filtering thing. And for the yes, yeah, that's all for the classic one. And for the Shield platform encryption, it uses the 256 AES encryption. Second thing, it supports the search and the filtering. Third one is shieldable. Yeah, it can be used for the standard as well as the custom field. And the limitations of SPE are so let's suppose if you have encrypted any field by using the SPE, so you can't be refer it in the where clause of the SQL. First one. Second thing, you can't if like for example I've made encrypted any field by using the SPE, so you can't refer that in the formula field as well. Yeah, that's are the limitations.
Okay, so you very well answered, but I would say everyone please go and read the Salesforce official documentation for this.
Yeah.
Knowingly, we are having this because this is related to security, and you should know about Shield platform encryption and classic encryption. So you can just search about it. You can do Google or ChatGPT, whatever you want, and just read about it so that you have some knowledge. Okay,
Sure.
so let's move on to the next question. So we have a scenario like despite hiding a field using FLS, it shows in a report. Okay, what's the issue? So user has view all permission. The field was added before FLS change. The user has view encrypted data permission and user has modify all data. What could be the reason? So people are saying answer should be A, user has view all permission.
Okay. But according to me, option number D is the correct. The user has a modify all data permission.
But if we have view all, then also we can at least view, we cannot modify. So
Yeah.
in
But
this situation, both should be correct.
yeah, you can say.
Yeah, because we need to enable read permission only,
Mm.
right? So both
Yeah.
A and D are correct here. It can be view all. If you give modify all, then view all will be enabled automatically.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what which is the last question. So we have one more scenario. So login IP ranges are defined for a profile, but users still access Salesforce outside the range. Why? The users are using permission set with loser IPs. The users are logging in via mobile app. The restriction is only for specified hours. IP ranges are only enforced for login via profiles. What could be the reason? No one is answering for this question. Just give it a try. Okay, Ashok is saying C. What about others? I think few questions were difficult today. Creator is saying A. Yeah, Utkarsh, what do you think? What could be the correct answer for this one?
C is not related to the IP ranges, sir. So C is not the definitely not the correct answer. For the A, permission set did don't manage the IP ranges. So again, A is also the wrong answer. Correct answer is D. IP ranges are only enforced for the login via profile.
But it says users still access Salesforce outside the range. So
Access
IP ranges are defined for a profile.
IP ranges are enforced for the uh, only for the login, but not for the permission set.
So as per D, it says like through profile only we can set up the IP ranges. But as per question, it says users still access Salesforce outside the range.
Permission set, I guess, don't manage the IP ranges.
Yeah, in that
So,
case, C can be the answer. The restriction is only for specified hours.
mm, restriction. Only one way to find out, sir. You have to implement it.
Yeah, you need to implement, then only you will be able to identify. So maybe what you can do, you can, this is a task for you, since this is the last question, so do some research around that. And in
Yeah,
our next episode, we will be picking this
I will
question
plan
as
this
well,
out.
and then we'll start from there.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay, and this is for you guys also. Just do it practically, check whether through permission set we can set up IP ranges or not, and can we apply specified hours. So all these things you need to check one by one. Okay, and one more thing I want to say, like if you are following this episode for mock interview, just take the screenshot of any of the question or the beginning part where our thumbnail is available, and do share that on the LinkedIn so that other folks can also be notified and they can join. And do share the channel link so that they know like where this mock interview session is happening, because soon we are going to start development related mock interview, and that will be game changer for you if you are going to appear for any interview, right? So yeah, creator, you can just explore this question. I am not, I am leaving it up to you, so you need to figure it out. So my main motto is to explore some questionnaire so that you can do a refresh before you go for any interview. So just take screenshots, do include the thumbnail that we are using for YouTube. So any question and then thumbnail, then share it on the LinkedIn. I will repost. You will obviously gain like few followers for sure, and do share the link of this YouTube stream so that if anybody is interested, they can follow. Okay, with this note, I think we can take your leave. So thank you, Utkarsh, for being part of this mock interview episode. And I think next couple of mock interviews will be based on admin part. Then soon we'll start for flows, and then we'll be picking for this development thing. Okay, so this is it for today. Thank you for joining this mock interview. Thank you, Utkarsh. Now you are free
Thanks.
to join your team to play PUBG. Everybody is
Sure, sir.
waiting for you. And make sure not to share this YouTube stream next time.
Done, sir.
Okay, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.